Welcome back, everybody, to the official How to Clear A2 section of the laboratory. Now, I apologize. I'm going to put this in ×2 speed, up by 200%. I apologize if that gives anyone a headache, but whatever skill I ended up choosing, these zombies heal now when they hit me. Couple that with a lot of armor, and that is a very, very long clip. Very unnecessarily long. So I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. Anywho, section A2. What you do is you make your way down the hallway, and ideally you're going to want to make your way to the bottom, as that is the fastest way to get to the boss. But if you're looking to clear all of these zombies to get those green cards, you're going to need to open that room where there are a couple of zombies, the first exploder of this area. Juggernaut proves to be very annoying as I run in circles, and he heals pretty much as my VSS, modded, mind you, is doing, which is very annoying. Parasites, not too big of a problem, collecting that A card, heading down here and looting that chest. That generator is a teaser of what is to come next. So I'm going to deal with these three zombies very quick. That spewer is making life very annoying, plus the Juggernaut. Try to wall trick, but the spewer is right there, so that's not going to work out at all. Instead, I just have to mow them all down with the M16. Right there, if you can see that wall right over there, if there wasn't a spewer right there, you could totally wall trick them with melee weapons. And just dealing with the spewer, right there we go. And so I head down. Both of these doors unlock the same area. I'm going the long way, as it's more zombies, aka more green cards. But again, both of those doors equal the same route. Exploder, explodes, parasites, easy green card. And now I head down right here, as you can see, a door there or a door there. Either way, it doesn't matter. They end up in the same place. Just going to deal with these zombies really quick. Again, more armor, more guns. No bleeding effect because I have that skill. And I honestly think that that skill, although it makes it so I can't get my body if I end up dying, that skill was a massive help with the negative effects. Just opening that door because a little bit convenient, right? Yet another door. Now this room is interesting because once you take out all of the zombies in there, you can use that as kind of like a loop area, because it's big enough that the zombies can't necessarily hit you, but also enough so that your guns have plenty of range. As you'll watch with this exploder, I'm just going to run around in a nice big circle right here. Exploder can't hit me, and all I have to do is wait till it explodes right there. And parasites, easy. Just going to follow through here. Now that's a spewer, so I really can't use the room. I don't want the whole entire room to fill up with green spit. Just going to chip him down with the VSS, heading back in the same route, slowly backtracking on the way I've gone so far. That's down parasites, nice and easy. Now I decide to head on back. Now I can use that room, especially down there. I'm just opening up the electricity just to start dealing with these guys. Another spewer, so it makes it very difficult if I go into the data room, which I'll end up doing. And you'll see how terrible it is for spewers because they just heal everywhere and it's such a closed space. There we go. Nothing good in there. A little bit disappointing. In this room, quite a few zombies, but also a chest. Those acid melters. Since there's no spewer, I can easily go in here and make it very easy to just run around in a circle. Exploder, again, in this loop. Exploder's down. Just going to collect that green card before I forget. And now we move on to the electricity area. Now I'm opening that up so I can easily access here later. The electricity comes on, and then you wait. Electricity comes on again. While I have to deal with the zombies, it makes it difficult to run back. If you do end up going through the electricity, you will get stunned and take damage. I have the no negative effects perk right now, so in theory I could totally run past it. But I choose to keep it as realistic as possible and try to avoid doing that. Right there, you'll see that a horde of zombies comes out, and it makes it very difficult if you're trying to avoid running back. I would recommend attacking that door once you see those Tesla thingies light up, because that should be an indication that it's about to go down, and then you can run far away and gradually wear this horde over here, where there's a lot more space. Again, electricity, I could totally run through it. Avoid the water puddles if you're going to run through electricity. Just like with real life, water and electricity do not mix. Right over here, you can see these nice stairs, which make it very easy to run around in a big circle again, and gradually chip these zombies down. And since we're only a couple of rooms away from the boss, I feel like it's best to put this back into regular speed, and then you can get a little bit easier of a reference to see exactly how this is going. So gradually, again, exploder, not too bad, just running around in the big circle, chipping it down gradually. Parasites, again, they're going to have to run in the circle too, so not too big of a deal. There goes the exploder. And parasites taken down very easily. There's a green card over there, but I know I'm going to end up running back to that circle, so I just let it be. Right there, spewer. And so the spewer in the circle, this is probably something where I'd recommend running past the electricity. But right here, you can see that it starts to get very difficult because I'm trying to avoid being hit by the slasher, but the spewer is backtracking over its own spit and healing massively. Such a pain. So I would recommend running back when dealing with this room. Again, make sure you time that very carefully. You do not want to get stunned running through the electricity and then have these zombies descend on you. Not only will they get their health back, but they'll do a bunch of damage. Again, perk skill, quite annoying, but at the very least, there's one chest right over here. Just going to open that one. Not terrible of loot. I contemplate something for a second, and I just decide to apparently pick up these green cards. Apparently, I'm going all the way back to get this very far card, because I don't know if I'm going to be back in this room. Getting pretty close to the boss, too. So, a couple more rooms. I believe there's one more, and then the boss. So right over here, just a couple more zombies. Once I deal with this groaner, it should be very easy to just run through this circle. Again, gradually chipping the zombies down. Although I shouldn't deal with this exploder first, because then I have to deal with the parasites in the circle. But I end up targeting that one first nonetheless. So now I just have to slow down just a little bit, let the zombie hit me a couple of times to make sure those parasites end up going in the circle and don't double back. Easily taking care of this zombie and then the 3 parasites. I'm going to collect this green card because the next room is the boss. And the boss, well, I suppose I'll let the clip kind of show how it spawns and let that clip speak for itself as I enter the final room. Now, right now, you'll probably notice the giant Tesla coil in the middle and on the sides of the room. As you head to the door, boss gets revived, and there we go. If you really want to play it carefully, though, just hang out by the door and shoot the boss. Sure, it'll definitely wear a lot of armor and heals and stuff like that. If I didn't have the skill right there, I would totally be dead. However, I have an immunity because of that bunker skill to electricity shocks, so it makes it very easy. Now, if you don't want to just stand by the door, move in a clock-like fashion. As you can see, the electricity is moving almost in like a clockwork fashion, so work behind that electricity. Once you see it's done, then just move forward a little bit, because you know that the electricity is not going to go in that direction next. Right there, you can see it moves in a Y shape. Again, I really don't have to worry too much about that, or worry about my positioning or any of that. If I didn't have the skill, I'd probably just camp out by the door and continue chipping it down. If you just shoot it from the door, yes, as I said, it burns a ton of armor and heals, but at the same time, I don't have to worry in the slightest about getting hit by the electricity plus the boss. But because I do have the skill, I'm just going to run around in a big circle, shoot the boss a couple of times, nice loot, and head on out. As I mentioned earlier, sections B1 and B2 are not yet in the game, so this terminal is not going to work in the slightest, but at least I can open this door and head on up and showcase the loot as my comments have been telling me about. Now, as I said, it's kind of difficult to get the loot after just 1 floor clearing, so I did it after 2. That's what I got. New gun, pretty interesting, and yeah, hope that helps. Consider subscribing. Trying to hit a goal of 25k. Hope this video can help you just a little bit in your runs. I'll do another video on more stuff tomorrow. ZD out.